Hello, I'm Phoenix Police Chief Jerry Williams. You're about to see video footage and other information regarding a critical incident in our community. Investigations of these incidents often require officers to talk with multiple witnesses, view hours of footage, and examine a great deal of forensic evidence. This thorough investigative process takes time. While the investigative process is underway, we want to release as much information to the community as possible so you can understand the details of the incident as we currently understand them. The information may change as the investigation develops. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
Hello, my name is Detective Luis Zamudio of the Phoenix Police Department's Public Affairs Bureau. The information, audio, video, and pictures you're about to see are intended to provide details of an officer-involved shooting incident that occurred on Tuesday, August 27th of 2019 at approximately 6:30 p.m. in the area of 3500 East Palm Lane, as we currently understand them. Conclusion about whether the action of the officers are consistent with department policy and the law will not be made until all facts are known and the investigation is complete. This video may contain strong language as well as graphic video and images which may be disturbing to some people. Viewer discretion is advised. Here is the information surrounding the incident. Officers responded to a shots fired call in the Mountain View precinct, not far from McDowell and 36th Street. When officers arrived on scene, a resident pointed them to a home on East Palm Lane where they said a man was in his backyard firing a weapon into the air. Here is the 911 call that prompted officers to respond.
911, where's your emergency?
I live at Road.
Okay, and is this a house, apartment?
This is a house. There's two cul-de-sacs. One of them, there's two-story buildings, two-story townhouses that back up into us.
Okay,
And there's
what's
somebody
going on?
shooting a rifle. I'm sorry?
Okay, and you said someone's shooting a rifle? Are they shooting it at someone?
They're shooting a rifle. We've seen it on the video camera, too.
Okay, but are they shooting it
Into
at
the
someone?
air. Into the air.
Okay, give me one
At
second.
least the
I'll
one
get
I
this
just saw.
started. Okay, and are you
Okay.
just hearing it, or are you actually seeing them?
I saw them and heard that. Like, pop, pop. No, like, pop, 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 pop. But this is like the fourth time they've done it.
Okay, and
That I know of.
when is the last time you heard or saw them?
About 3 minutes ago before I called you.
Okay, do you know if anyone's in?
I'm sorry?
Do you know if anyone is injured?
No, I don't know.
Surveillance video from the area captured the firing of a gun at least 3 separate times over the course of 30 minutes. The first time, you can hear gunfire prior to seeing a suspect. Later, surveillance captured a man at the Arcadia door of the home. You can see from this angle an armed man pointing a gun and firing. The door then closes for several minutes. This same process happens one additional time, with several more shots fired. Many empty bullet shells were discovered in the yard. When officers approached the front entrance of the home in question, they heard loud music coming from inside. Officers knocked on the door, identifying themselves as Phoenix police officers. A man opened the interior door, and one of the officers immediately noticed through a metal security door the resident was holding an AR-15 style rifle. The officers immediately gave commands to drop the weapon. However, the man raised the rifle in the direction of the 2 officers standing in the front door. One officer fired his duty weapon through the metal screen door. 4 officers responded to the initial incident. body-worn cameras show the incident from the perspective of the officer behind the officer who fired his weapon. The officer who fired the shots did not activate his body-worn camera. The officer that shot was the only officer with direct view of the door. Here is the video.
Yeah, I'm standing behind you with that rifle. Did you see a person at all? I couldn't see anything. They said they saw a girl, and then that's when I heard the tut 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 tut. Yeah. This one right here. Sure, click of some sort.
Phoenix Police!
Put it down!
You good? You good?
I'm good. Jarvis, you good? Back up, back up, back up. Yeah, get behind here. You're good. Step up.
Still have a gun?
Drop the gun!
Drop it!
Drop it!
Drop it!
He's got his hands up. Got hands up.
I dropped it. I'm
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
I'm sorry.
Turn around.
I'm sorry.
Turn around.
Put your hands on your head. I'm sorry. Fuck it. Get down on your knees.
Down on your knees. Go.
Is anyone in the house? Nobody.
I'm gonna.
Scoot back. Keep scooting back away from the gun.
You got him around. I'm gonna go hands on.
Behind you.
All right.
Sorry, I was in suicide mode. Saying no one else is in the house, but nobody. I don't know what to do.
I'm on pulling back. You go with them and clear.
Yep.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I'm losing my mind.
Pulling back.
Here is the body-worn camera footage from the other officer, standing to the right side of the door.
Sounds like loud music. Sure, a click of some sort. Phoenix Police!
Fucking put it down.
You good?
I'm good.
Still have a gun?
Drop the gun.
Drop it!
Drop it.
Drop it!
Got his hands up. Got hands up.
I dropped it. I'm sorry.
Hands up.
I'm sorry.
Turn around.
I'm sorry.
Turn around.
Put your hands on your head.
I'm sorry.
Fuck it. Get down on your knees.
Down your knees. Go.
Is anyone in the house?
Nobody.
Keep scoot back. Keep scooting back away from the gun. Yeah, go for it. I'm sorry, I was in suicide mode. He's saying no one else is in the house, but we don't know. I don't know what to do.
I'm on pulling back. You go with them and clear.
Yep.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I'm losing my mind.
Pull back.
Did they come from in here? Did they come from inside?
He shot in.
You shot in?
Here is a surveillance video from behind the home at the time of the shooting. The suspect, later identified as Jesus Samuel Rodriguez, was able to retreat away from the door and was not struck. At this point, he dropped his weapon and began to comply with the officer's commands, walking with his hands up as he exited his home, where he was handcuffed. The weapon he was holding, and subsequently dropped in the doorway, was an AR-15 style rifle, modified with a bump stock. Rodriguez did not sustain any injuries other than a dime-sized cut, but was transported to a hospital for precautionary reasons before being booked into jail. No officers were injured during this incident. Jesus Rodriguez was booked on charges of aggravated assault on a police officer, a Class 2 felony, prohibited possessor, a Class 4 felony, and discharging a firearm in city limits, a Class 6 felony. The officer that discharged his duty weapon is a 9-year veteran of the Phoenix Police Department, currently assigned to the Patrol Bureau.